Rana Bishara's artwork is deeply embedded in and informed by the Palestinian experience of displacement and exile, and the desire of Palestinian refugees to return to the lands that they were displaced from. We sat in the courtyard of her studio, an old stone house that her grandmother was born in, and spoke about her work, her identity, her hopes, her fears, and her rage at the blatant and repeated abuses that have been inflicted upon Palestine and the Palestinians by Israel and its powerful colonial backers. Rana's work functions simultaneously as an elegy to the Palestinian Nakba, an unmasking of the brutality of the Israeli occupation of Palestine, and a critique of the biased Western media's depiction of the Palestinians' struggle against their occupiers. Her conceptual approach is diverse. Some of her projects employ relatively confrontational and overt depictions of the brutality and humiliations inflicted upon the Palestinians by the occupying forces. Other projects develop subtle and often enigmatic metaphors that visually and emotionally seduce the viewers to contemplate the strength, tenderness, resilience, and passions of the Palestinians. Her choice of materials range from conventional sculptural elements such as wood, glass, and steel, to common utilitarian elements such as chocolate, cactus, bread, and balloons. The objects employed in her work perform as surrogates for the body and spirit of Palestine and its people. Her work, in both its physical and conceptual manifestations, is an expression of the inseparable blending of the personal and political experiences that define the identity of every Palestinian.
In terms of mediums, I have no limit of medium. I love kind of, whenever I feel like there is an accurate material that can express my message or get the message out, or could be very good target to bring things out. I like to express it and bring it to the public or to the audience.
In a simple yet powerful work by Bishara called Homage to Palestine, created in 1998, the artist tightly packed fresh cuttings of cactus in a sealed, clear pickling jar to express the constant pressure and restrictions imposed on the Palestinians. The jar of cactus cuttings referenced the violent dismemberment and displacement of Palestinians from their land. It also references the oppressive restriction of movement created by tightly sealed and heavily guarded borders imposed on the Palestinian territories, as well as the limited growth opportunities available in a densely packed and carefully preserved container of occupation. This eloquently simple piece presents Palestine and Palestinian nationalism as an entity that has been securely contained and controlled. It represents the current reality of Palestine as a presence that can be easily moved to the back shelf of the international discourse on liberation, justice, and human rights. Hidden from view on the back shelf, Palestinian aspirations would inevitably fall in the category of out of sight, out of mind, and continue to be forgotten and neglected until they expired.
Also, cactus, just to mention that in Arabic means to be patient, sabr, ayub, and all this kind of connotations to the cactus. So I actually wanted to preserve the patience that's left with us, that maybe is going to be preserved for the future. Of course, it's a metaphorical and ironic at the same time. you.